Hey, what's up, guys? I made a video the other day, which is why women are attracted to fit guys, and it's done reasonably well. And I've gotten a lot of good feedback, good responses, comments. Some people agree with me, some people don't. So I want to address both of those and different ideas. There's some underlying themes that are people are saying. So some of which I agree with, some which I disagree. So I'll address those in a second, but I just want to reiterate the points I was making in my video, which is there's evolutionary component behind it, which is women generally are more attracted being you get the attention of women when you're a bit more when you're fit. Now that doesn't mean that you're a freakish bodybuilder size, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're fit. Think about what fit means. It can be like gymnast fit, but as well, the way I think is ideal is you have to have a little bit of muscle mass on you, okay? Like some arms, shoulder size, because what that does is it creates the right body proportions, shoulder to waist ratio specifically, which is like something that the proportion in itself just catches the eye, that V-tapered shape, right? And that's one thing. And a nice ass too. Girls like nice ass, okay, too. Just gonna say. They won't admit it, but it's true. And not always anyway. But I just also want to say that there's other factors, like being fit's not the only factor, it's just one, okay? Like there's other factors as well that lead to attraction, right? It's not just a one-dimensional thing, and some people prioritize it more than others. People are different. Some people are more attracted to fit than not, okay? So there's a bit of variance there. I just want to get that out of the way. But I made the example that, like, my girlfriend and her friend were looking at this firefighters book, and that they were all giggling and laughing looking at that. And given the opportunity, if you're in the right environment, you'll see women open up to that, to see that they are actually attracted to fit guys. Normally, they're very subtle about it, and they don't express it as much as guys do. Guys openly express how hot chicks are all the time, things like that, right? They're a bit subtle about it. But I don't know if you've ever been to like a charity auction thing where like you can like pay for like where the girls like buy a date with a guy or something. Like I don't know if they still do those, but I remember back in the day I've seen one being one of those. And given that opportunity, you see that they start to really like attractive guys, right? There's a reason they're attractive being that they're fit. And then the other environment, I don't know if you guys have been in, is a female strip club. I've been in there once, and not because I was going I was with a group of girls, and like that's the only way you could get in if you're a guy. They don't just let guys in normally, but I was with a good group of girls, and I just popped in to see it, and you should see how crazy they go for fit guys in there. I know that's not the girls that go to strip club isn't the best example of like, what all women are like, but trust me, girls that you would think are really modest and like, wouldn't be attracted to fit guys, as soon as a fit guy's up there on a G-string dancing, they're going wild, okay? And I can give other examples, but again, it comes down to an evolutionary component, which is they want a fit guy is one, the fit survive, okay? And that's from evolution back in the day, literally, like that's what it took to survive sometimes, is being fit, being a strong person. And there's a selective process of mating with women, which is that they select more fit guys, okay? Just as no different than what guys do with women, okay? We like fit women too, okay? I know some guys will settle for ones who aren't fit, and that's maybe not the most important thing, but let's just be real here. Like when I'm at the gym and there's like I go to this gym where there's quite a few hot girls that train there. Whenever there's one there and she's training, I can just look around. I see all guys, tons of guys creeping on her, myself included sometimes. So yeah, obviously we like attracted to hot girls wearing the tight fucking pants where you pretty much revealing, and you know what I mean, you can see their fine figure. So I noticed it when I started getting fit. Before, up until I was 30, I was more scrawny guy. still, athletic. I skateboarded. I still did things to some degree, but I didn't have much muscle mass on me. And then in my 30s, I started putting muscle mass, and that's when I started to really notice change of attention. For example, like when I go to this like juice bar sometimes with this guy I train with, and we're both pretty fit guys in the summertime wearing like a tank top, and we go in the juice bar, and there's like maybe 6 girls that work there, and they're all like, you see them all just light up, and when you talk to them, they're smiling and their voice goes higher and things like that. All the telltale signs of attraction. I catch girls peeking at me, you know what I mean, a lot more. I'm walking through the mall or wherever else, and I look nice, obviously, but like a lot of time if I'm wearing like a shirt that shows the muscularity, and it's not like I'm a super huge guy or anything, but I'm like 212 pounds, 5'10", and I'm not fat, so it gives you an idea. I got some mass on me, muscle mass, and especially when I started taking steroids too, and I kind of blew up a little bit more. It just, again, much more attention from women. So right now I'll address some of the comments, and I'll address the criticisms, which is that, there's other things like money, which are more important, some people are saying. And for some, maybe, but I addressed in my last video the 3 M's, which is muscularity, money, and masculinity. And as well, maturity is the 4th M, I guess. And so, it's not, like I said, it's not the only thing, but if you get all of those in order, your level of attractiveness, on average, goes up in general, okay? So, I addressed that out of the way. A lot of guys were saying that, equating what I said being fit with, like, being an actual, like being a bodybuilder, no. And how girls are unattracted to that. Yeah, of course. It's kind of with a freakish bodybuilder, steroid, like somebody abuses steroids and is massive. That's not evolutionary backed. Okay, evolutionary backed is more natural look, but as well, like fit, has muscle size on, muscle mass on them. Okay, and not fat, obviously. So I got some people saying that girls aren't, that's actually something they're not attracted to. And I'm going to respond to that by being, there's some variance between personal preferences, but I'm talking about on average for one, and vast majority on average are, and they won't admit it, or they don't even know themselves. Women are more, a lot of them anyway, are more non-rational, they're more emotional, so rationally they'll say, no, that's not important, until a hot guy takes off his shirt at the beach, and then it catches her attention subconsciously, not even, you know what I mean, it's not something she's even aware of. Sometimes she just gets an emotional reaction to it, okay, which is the evolutionary basis, instinctual, okay, it's non-rational. So some girls will rationalize, no, it's not the most important thing, and then all of a sudden when the hot guy walks in the room, they fucking light up, right? So, hypocrites, I'm just joking. So, I'll address that, but again, I'll just reiterate that, there are other factors, and some people prioritize other things more than a fit guy, and some people have lower standards, so it's just a matter of that. But there was a lot of guys who commented on my video that actually agree with me, and they shared their own point as well, that they're like naturally a bigger guy. And also the other thing I should mention, that people said things like height are important too, which I agree with, but that's not something guys can control. You can't control your height unless you put like lifts in your shoes, but which might be a good idea too if you're a bit shorter. But you can't control your level of fitness, although it does take time, and unless you're like have a disability or something. But your average guy can. So that's what this video is all about. I made the response that this video is about guys who have good guys who might have a lot of good traits, but they might not be getting the attention they want from women, and this being fit is gonna definitely help with that. It's not gonna hurt it. It's not the opposite. It will help. And I think it will help a lot of guys just getting that initial attraction. But as well, you got to work on other things in personality, character, of being a high value man. You know, being fit's not the only thing, but it is still nonetheless an important thing, because it's based on a visual sense of that you're a valuable person, that you take care of yourself, that you're healthy, that you have more testosterone, you're more masculine, right? Seriously. And it's not just going to be, you know, people will treat you different in general, not just women, but guys will as well. So it'll be like you'll naturally be more of a leader of a group if you're within a group of guys and you're like kind of the fittest guy. Subconsciously, the guys will kind of treat you differently. And I made a video about this in the past. How I've commented this on the past, where, you know, guys treat me differently since I've been fit. Like, it's like people apologize to me for no reason sometimes. They're like, you know, the body language, they're a bit more like subservient in some ways. So, maybe some of you guys who experience the exact same thing. Like, I know because I've experienced both. I've experienced not being muscular, and now I am muscular. And in 1 year or two, I've gotten a lot more muscular because of taking drugs that helped me become more. So I saw even just a major difference in 1 year of how just people in general treat you. And part of that difference is how people treat you is the attention you get, and part of the difference in attention you get is the attraction you get from women. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Simple as that. I'm gonna comment this video on people who comment. So I hope you guys can further say whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong. Maybe if obviously there's other factors involved. I'd love to hear your own personal experiences and criticisms. Obviously, you know, this is a multi-dimensional thing, attraction. So it's not just a one-dimensional thing. Like, if it was all about physical fitness, that'd be one-dimensional. It's not. There's other things. And I recommend watching some of my other videos on attraction, because I do cover a lot of things in depth from like a psychological standpoint that I don't hear a lot of other people talking about. So if you're a man and you want to understand maybe the whole multi-dimensional game, if you will, of dating and pair bonding and mating with women, you know, there's a lot more to it on a behavioral, psychological level that I do cover. And if anybody has any things they want me to talk about or expand upon, please leave in the comments section below. I'm happy to do that. I feel, if you're new to my channel, I do that all the time. Like, I make videos based on people's comments, because I like to have, it's like a conversation that I like to have with you. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for all your comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on this video and this topic, why women are attracted to fit guys. Peace.